So today we're going to go over exposing the heel from Ashi to look for the heel hook. Okay, and we'll probably do a little bit of heel hook stuff. So when I get into the Ashi position here, the one downside to this position here was a couple downsides. Number one, there's an opening here, right? As soon as my legs would come open, there's an opening there for him to escape. So we always have to make sure we're trying to keep that opening clamped and gone as much as possible, okay? And I'm laying on top of the leg that I'm trying to attack, which makes it difficult sometimes to get grips, right? It's hard to get my arm underneath there when I'm like fighting against my own body weight. I'm laying on top of the leg that I'm trying to lift and get a grip on. And when we're working on some certain leg attacks, heel exposure is everything, okay? And what heel exposure is being able to get his leg turned in a position away that exposes the heel to be able to grip. So right now his heel is in towards my armpit, towards my ribs. So we're going to expose the heel by pointing my knees up towards the ceiling. So now there's the heel, it's exposed. Okay? What I want to do is get his toes in my armpit, and I want to clamp down with my elbow right here. Okay? So I'm clamping down with my elbow, and you can see it preloads his foot a little bit right there, and I'm trying to hook underneath the heel with my forearm or my wrist. Right there. Now my legs are squeezing this whole time, keeping everything controlled. My hand, my palm is facing towards the head. My second hand's going to come in, fingers down. I'm going to take a gable grip. If you want to make it real tight, you can grab a deep gable grip here, where it's like wrist to wrist type grip versus hand to hand. This is even tighter right here. Okay? Now I'm going to roll back over to my left. So I'm going to come forward, roll them back over. Now I have my grip, even though I'm laying on top of the leg. Okay? From here, we're going to work our basic heel hook. So all I'm going to do is, number one, I want to make sure his heel is pointing sideways. I don't want it pointing up at the ceiling. If it's up at the ceiling, it's going to be much more difficult for me to finish. So I'm going to clamp my legs together and make sure his heel is pointing kind of sideways here. I'm going to bring my elbow, my attacking arm, in towards my ribs. You can see it's already starting to get tight on. And now I'm going to try and bring my elbow down towards my hip. And then we get that submission right there. Okay, it's hard to see what's going on here, so I'll try to kind of show you while we're up like this. So, the toes are up in my armpit. I'm hooked around the heel with my forearm or my wrist right here, right? And I'm just leaving my legs loose right now, so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on his leg. The second hand comes in right here. I'm clamping my elbow in tight against my rib. So what that does is it kind of preloads his foot, almost like a toe hold. It kind of loads it like this. And now when I bring my elbow to my hip, it's like I'm throwing a little bit of an uppercut. It starts to apply the pressure downward, and you start to feel a lot of pain through the top of the foot. Okay? If you continue with the heel hook, you know, if somebody doesn't tap, you can pop the ankle, and then eventually it works its way up to the knee, but it attacks the ankle much more. So you're going to feel the pain in the ankle if you're doing it right. Okay? So again, we have Ashi position. It's hard for me to get that grip. So I'm just going to turn and get that heel exposure. Boom. Toes are in my armpit. I'm clamping my elbow down. Hook. Take my grip. You can take a deep gable grip or you can grab hand to hand. The deep gable grip's going to be tighter. Okay? Boom. Now I'm going to roll back. And I'm going to squeeze my knees together to make sure his knee's pointing to the side. Elbow into my ribs. And now elbow towards my hip. And we can get that heel hook right there, okay? If you go hand to hand, same thing, boom, right there. But basically, we just have to put a lot of tension in the leg. We gotta get a lot of squeeze, right? I'm not extending, I'm not really moving much. I'm just squeezing everything in tight. And he's already tapping right there. So we don't have to make a lot of movement, right? And I'm not trying to like pull the heel across the body. I'm staying down on my side. I'm just squeezing to get that heel hook right there. You should feel it in the foot.